The British royal family attend Christmas service in Norfolk. The princely family of Monaco attend a ballet performance in La Condamine. Members of the Royal House of Bourbon-Two Sicilies release a Christmas video from Paris. And European monarchs release their annual televised Christmas speeches. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alexandra. Hello, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Tuesday, December 26th, 2023. On Monday, monarchs from across Europe delivered their annual televised Christmas speeches to their people, and each of them had several common themes: unity, respect, and tolerance towards others. In London, His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom delivered his televised Christmas speech to the people of the kingdom and the Commonwealth. In his 10-minute speech, recorded in the Centre Room, which opens up onto Buckingham Palace balcony and overlooks the Victoria Memorial and the Mall, the king spoke about the environment and the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, stating, quote, "At a time of increasingly tragic conflict around the world, I pray that we can also do all in our power to protect each other." End quote. Meanwhile, RVD released His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands' televised Christmas speech to the people in the kingdom and the kingdom part of the Caribbean. In a 7-minute message filmed in the White Dining Room at the Paleis Huis ten Bosch in Den Haag, the king spoke about the war in Gaza, Ukraine, Africa, discrimination, and peace, in which he asked the question, quote, "What is actually peace on earth? Is it about harmony, the absence of disagreement and strife? I do not think so. Peace is not a leisurely rest, not a collective hibernation. Peace is the ability to keep conflicts manageable. Contrasts are a part of it. They keep us awake and ensure that forgotten interests are discussed and new solutions are given a chance. Without contradictions, there is no progress. But the way we deal with it is decisive. There are rules that apply to everyone. We Dutch have a democratic legal order. This gives us stability and security. Discrimination in any form is unacceptable. Intimidating, threatening, and insulting people is out of order. Anyone who chooses to do so degrades themselves and damages our community. If the major world problems exceed our strength, we can at least ensure that we live together peacefully in our own country and bridge differences. That requires something from the way that we interact with each other. When we are angry about things that affect us, we are too quick to think, who's at fault? Who is guilty? But to err is human. In fact, making mistakes and learning from them makes us better people." End quote. That is very true. And by the way, I think this speech was geared towards the new Prime Minister of the Netherlands and his supporters. And if you know anything about the new Prime Minister of the Netherlands, oh boy, he's, how can I say this? He's an interesting character. In Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden spoke about his historic Golden Jubilee year, the rule of law and democracy, the war in Ukraine and Gaza, and unity, stating, quote, "The Swedish flag symbolizes our values and our freedoms, but also our obligations and our responsibility towards others. We have every right to think differently. We cherish freedom of speech, but the great freedom is based on respect and tolerance." End quote. On Sunday in Madrid, the Royal Court of Spain released His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain's annual televised Christmas speech. The king, who looked a bit stressed, by the way, spoke about the economy, unity, and the Constitution of Spain, stating, quote, "This year was the 45th anniversary of our Constitution. During these years, our life under democracy, the Constitution, to which the Princess of Asturias swore an oath on the 31st of October, has always been a presence in our lives. And it is undoubtedly the best example of unity and cohesion among Spaniards. Democracy requires basic and broad consensus as to the principles we share and which united us for generations. And this united, which has a deep historical and cultural roots, must rest above all on the values of governing all democratic coexistence: freedom, justice, equality, and political pluralism. Our Constitution, which has been the greatest political success in our recent history and was the culmination of a process that earned extraordinary admiration and international recognition. Thanks to the Constitution, we were able to overcome the division, which has been the cause of many errors in our history, which opened wounds, fractured affections, and drew people apart. Overcoming this division, therefore, was our wisest choice years ago. So, preventing discord from ever taking among us is a moral duty we all share. Without respect for the Constitution, there can be no democracy or cohesion. No freedoms, only impositions. No law, only despotism. Without the Constitution, there is no Spain in peace and freedom." End quote. Meanwhile, in Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg began his uplifting Christmas speech by stating, quote, "Faster, higher, stronger, together! That is the motto of the Olympic Committee. This is also the common thread that runs through the last 12 months, for better and for worse. The war in Ukraine and the Middle East, the worsening of climate change, the explosion of the number of migrants, all these upheavals have worsened and gained momentum." End quote. Yeah, I felt really good after listening to his speech. He really knows how to pick you up during those hard times. Though she may not be a ruling monarch, in Bucharest, Her Majesty Margareta, the custodian of the Crown of Romania, released her annual Christmas speech to the people of Romania. In her message, recorded at Elizabeth Palace, Her Majesty spoke about her, quote, "full admiration and affection to all Romanians who have shown generosity, courage, and compassion towards those who are suffering or in difficulty. In the country, people have achieved many good things. I am also so proud of our young people, who are proving to be well-prepared and competitive, wherever they are, at home or in the world." Romanians outside the country have made efforts for their families and have shown professionalism and attachment for the communities they live in. I hope that, not too late, the Romanians will have a reason to return home to Romania and the Republic of Moldova. The country needs them, now more than ever. End quote. Last week, I mentioned that His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco gave an exclusive interview with Riviera Radio in the Kongefamilien. Well, the 20-minute interview with radio host Miss Sarah Lysett is now available online. In the interview, the Sovereign Prince discusses his recent participation in COP28 in Dubai, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales and the Earthshot Prize, Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene of Monaco, and the, quote, "impactful work of the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation, highlighting its significant contributions to both Monaco and the international community." The prince also talks about his love of sports and gives an insight into his family life with the twins who recently turned 9 years old. These discussions provide a deeper understanding of the issues close to the heart of Monaco's leadership and the vision for the Principality's future. End quote. If you're interested in listening to the interview, in the description box below, I will leave a direct link to Riviera Radio. Also, the interview is in English, so enjoy. On Friday, the Sovereign Prince, accompanied by Her Royal Highness Princess Caroline of Hanover and Her Serene Highness Princess Stephanie of Monaco, attended a tribute performance to Prince Rene III of Monaco by Les Ballets de Monte Carlo, held inside the Salle des Princes at the Grimaldi Forum. According to the newspaper Monaco Life, the princely family watched the debut of a new rendition of L'Enfant et la Sortilège, the 1925 Ravel Colette collaboration conceived in Monaco, a favorite of Prince Rene III. Preceding L'Enfant et la Sortilège was a performance of George Balanchine's La Valse, as another special nod to Prince Rene III. Balanchine was a personal friend of both Prince Rene III and Princess Grace. On Monday, Their Majesties King Harold V and Queen Sonja of Norway, accompanied by their granddaughter, Miss Emma Tallulah Ben, attended Christmas service at the Holmenkollen Chapel just outside of Oslo. Miss Ben is the youngest daughter of Her Highness Princess Martha Louise of Norway and her ex-husband, the late Ari Ben. Unfortunately, Princess Martha Louise and her fiancé, Shaman Durek, did not attend yesterday's service. At this time, it is unknown as to why they did not attend. This morning, the Norwegian television network NRK released their annual documentary entitled A Year with the Royal Family. If you're interested in watching the program, I will leave a direct link to NRK in the description box below. On Tuesday morning, Her Majesty, Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses, Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, their Royal Highnesses, Prince Joachim and Princess Marie of Denmark, and His Excellency, Count Felix of Montpezat, attended Christmas service at Aarhus Cathedral. Meanwhile, Her Majesty, Queen Anne-Marie of Greece, spent the Christmas holiday at Gunnerside Lodge in North Yorkshire, England, with her Royal Highnesses, Crown Prince Pavlos and Crown Princess Marie Chantal of Greece. The Christmas gathering, hosted by Mr. Robert Miller, the father of Crown Princess Marie Chantal of Greece, also welcomed His Royal Highness Prince Nicholas of Greece. Naturally, Mr. Robert Miller's grandchildren were there, including His Royal Highness Prince Constantine Alexios of Greece, who is single, by the way, His Royal Highness Prince Odysseus Kimin of Greece, His Royal Highness Prince Achilles Andreas of Greece, His Royal Highness Prince Aristides Stavros of Greece, and Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Olympia of Greece. On Christmas Eve, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden read the Christmas Gospel, Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 20, for the Swedish television network SVT. The passage begins with the birth of Jesus and the visit from the shepherds. In Paris, their Royal Highnesses, Prince Charles and Princess Camilla of Bourbon-Two Sicilies, along with their daughters, Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Carolina of Bourbon-Two Sicilies and Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Chiara of Bourbon-Two Sicilies, released their annual Christmas video on social media on Sunday. In their Christmas greeting, the royal family said, quote, "Best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2024." End quote. Back in Monaco, their Royal Highnesses, Prince Emanuele Filiberto and Princess Clotilde of Savoy, released their annual Christmas card. The royal couple, along with their two daughters, Her Royal Highness Princess Victoria of Savoy and Her Royal Highness Princess Louisa of Savoy, wished everyone a, quote, "peaceful Christmas and a Happy New Year," end quote. On Monday morning, Their Majesties, King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales, His Royal Highness Prince George of Wales, Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Wales, and His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Wales, attended Christmas Day service at the St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham, Norfolk. Other members of the royal family attended the service, including their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Lady Louise Mountbatten Windsor, James, the Earl of Wessex, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal and Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, Mr. Mike Tyndall, Mrs. Zara Tyndall and their children, the Duke of York, Sarah, the Duchess of York, Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice of York, and her husband, Mr. Eduardo Mapelli Mosey, Her Royal Highness Princess Eugenie of York, and her husband, Mr. Jack Brooksbank, Lady Sarah Chatto and her husband, Mr. Daniel Chatto, Mr. Arthur Chatto, Mr. Samuel Chatto, the Earl of Snowdon, along with his daughter, Lady Margarita Armstrong-Jones. And finally, their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales, took to social media on Christmas Day to wish everyone a, quote, "very Merry Christmas from our family to yours," signed W&C, end quote. Accompanying the Christmas greeting was a photo of their children taken by British photographer Mr. Josh Shiner at Windsor. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, December 27th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Also, one more thing. Thank you all so much for your kind Christmas greetings. It meant a lot to me. It does mean a lot to me, I should say. So again, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, and God bless.